Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be going over our April 2020 personal finances and on our way to becoming debt free. So, to start it off, we have our balance sheet. April at about $22,000 in cash. The bulk of that is in savings right now. We have a big tax bill coming due. July 15th, we're pretty much wrapped up. We'll probably be sending that off soon. Our total marketable securities are our stock brokerage accounts. About 43,000 to end April. Made a decent comeback from the big dip in the market due to the coronavirus. Coinbase have a little bit of cryptocurrency, not much compared to our overall assets. I just felt like dipping my toes in that. If we lose $1,300, $1,000, it's not going to kill us. So current assets about 66,000. Our long-term assets, illiquid cash is wrapped up in our Roth IRA and our health equity account, our HSA, about 1,700, 3,700, so about $5,500 in that. Our stocks, our Roth IRAs, our two 401ks, and a little bit of investment in our HSA account leaves us with about $105,000 for the end of April. Then we have our PP&E, plant, property, and equipment. Biggest one, obviously, the house leaves us about $317,000. Total assets near $500,000. You'll see credit cards hovering around $1,000 to $2,000 a month. We always pay these off monthly and get a couple cashback points or just cashback in general at the end of each month. Mortgage on the house left with about $224,000, and the big one to becoming debt free besides the mortgage is our student loans. At the end of April, had about $110,000 left, and you'll see in a second, and you'll notice from this screen that we're paying it off at a pretty aggressive pace right now. So total liabilities are $336,000. Our net worth or equity to end April 2020 about $158,000. So to anybody who is new, I must have my CPA, and I'm basically looking at our personal finances as a business would. You have your balance sheet, income statement, and cash flows. It's a lot simplified, more simplified than a business. A business can definitely get more complex than this, but it helps us see where we're spending, how our net worth is growing, and so forth. So onto the income statement. April, our salaries take home pay about $11,000. I also include some dividends, HSA contributions, and our contributions to our 401k. It's technically money earned by us. Obviously, we can't touch it until we're 59 and a half, though. Our expenses for the month, obviously the biggest ones are the mortgage and, as you can see, the student loans. And like I said just before, we're paying that off at a pretty fast clip. We're pretty frugal in every other department. We're trying to watch our money very closely so that we can become debt free and get rid of those student loans, start saving more for retirement, and paying off the house early. So also see what our net income for the month. We definitely would like to see that stay positive. We've been positive for the entire year. I break it out also just by looking at our salary only, so I'm not including our dividends and our 401k contributions. And I add back the health and medical because that's coming out of our HSA. So for April, our net income, just salary wise, was about $550. So that's good. We were in the positive. And then our cash flows basically just lets us know how much plus or minus cash we brought in during the month. So we were a positive net of $776 for the month of April compared from March of 20. So that's the quick overview. You'll notice I have a bunch of other tabs on the spreadsheet. Leave a comment if you would like me to do a video on more of these tabs. Everything flows through this financial entries tab, where I basically go and grab all the accounts that we have and put our transactions in here. And I'll leverage my Excel skills to basically link all these tables together to flow back to these purple tabs. So appreciate you guys watching. Click the link in the bottom right to subscribe so that you can be made aware of my future videos, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So we'll catch you next time.